Hi, welcome to another Boost Your BIM Revit API RTC wishlist segment. Michael writes in with a question about creating slab edges for all edges of a slab and notes that through the UI, some slabs cannot be selected. So, can we fix this or get around this with the API? Let's start by taking a look at a simple example. Here's a floor with some straight and one curved edges. We'll run the macro, and we can see this has created 5 slab edges, one on each um, edge of the top face of the floor. So there's 2 there on the curve, and then on the 2 other straight segments. Now we'll undo that, and we'll give the floor some slope. We'll add a slope arrow. Now if we come through the UI and try to create a slab edge, we see none of the edges are selectable. Now we'll run our same macro, pick the same floor, and we see that no slab edges were created. So I guess apparently the answer is that we cannot get around this geometric limitation in Revit, but we can still take a look at the code here that was used to place a slab edge on every face of the floor. We start by having the user select an element, which will be the floor. We then are going to get the solid element from the geometry of the floor. Next, we want to find the top face of the floor, which will be the face whose normal vector has the largest z value. So we go through here checking the z value of all of the faces and find the one with the largest value. And then we'll go and create a slab edge on all of the edges of that face. So here we have to find a slab edge type, which we do in this line. We then start the transaction. The face has an edge array. So we first go through all of the edge arrays and then all the edges in each of those arrays. This is how we handle in case the floor has multiple loops through the API. We then create the slab edge on the reference for that edge. We flip it so the slab edge is outside of the floor's geometry. And this is done in a try-catch loop because what happens in the case when the floor is sloped is that new slab edge throws an exception because the attempt to create the slab edge on those edges fails.